Okay, RPC 89448. Adjust your seat, adjust your armrest. Now let's get started. Brakes, engines, weather, auto, gear down, wipers 1, 2, battery more than 25.5, batteries 1 and 2 on. So power on, R1 nav. R2 nav. IR3 nav. Alright, synchronize. Okay. AP fire test. Okay, synchronize that one. Alright. FMGC A320-200 CFM 565B4 RPC 89er48 nav database current. Alright. OFP. RPLL, RPVI, alternate RPVB, core 309. Okay, take a look at the logbook. This is RPC 8948, and the status of this aircraft: recall, normal, MELs. The electric seats don't work. The ACP, certain reception knobs do not light up, and no CDLs, OEBs. The PFD ND displays may not match what's on the EFIS, so do your best to match the EFIS to whatever's on the ND. And when done using the altitude knob, set this back to 100. Configuration summary, yeah, we don't have the CP DLC, but no, nothing really special. Alright, good. Good. Alright, let's get the ATIS. So let's say we're tuning into our company frequency. Right, ops, cohort 309 requests the ATIS in Manila. It is in up. Of course, no one's gonna just reply, so I'm just gonna do this. Weather request RPLL and send message. Do you have a company message, by the way? See messages, load sheet. We'll accept that in a bit. Weather data RPLL. All right, takeoff app. The ATIS shows runway 06 is in use, and then we have all of this, and 31 as well. Okay, full config, force toga, no NTIs, packs on. The preliminary takeoff weight is on the, sorry, no, it's supposed to be on the OFP. Like, we would do this if there was a load sheet. Okay, takeoff at 65.8. MACTOW is, let's just say 32. Wind is, so this way we look at the weather, 10 at 10, 31, 1012. 1010, 31, 1012. Also, I will check intersection Echo 5 for our departure. Alright, I've done my preliminary performance computation. Are you done with yours? Ready to compare? Okay. Taking off Manila runway 06 at Echo 5. Anti-ice off, packs on. And config 1, flex 63, V1145, VR145, V2145. Maximum altitude is whatever. Alright, you have the same computation, that's good. Okay, so PM will, in this case, the lady here, the PM will do their, finish off their flows. The PF will start on the cockpit prep. But since we are doing both, so PM, we'll have box and amber, hydraulics, check quantity, it's filled up, engine, we check oil, lap 0 select and indicated, disarm spoilers, parking brake is on, AccuPress not on the green. Cockpit to ground, request to pressurize the electric pump. Alright. And it's green. Okay, emergency equipment, gloves, life vests, crash axe, smoke goggles and hoods, portable fire extinguishers, portable viewing equipment, oxygen masks, flashlights, escape ropes. Check your overhead and rear circuit breaker panels, and the PM is going to do the walk around. So, PF. Okay, PF, start off on overhead. Play on, ground control push button on. Loudspeaker minimum. Int minimum. Int CVR test. Okay. Stand by. Alright, as we move up, Captain Purser, IRS 123 if not yet done. Strobe lights auto, nav lights 1. Are we done refueling? Copy to ground, confirm refueling complete. Alright, thank you. So seatbelts on, fuel pumps on. No smoking signs auto, arm emergency lights. Landing 11 auto, no lights, no lights. It's hot, so we'll do pack flow high. Elec. Batteries 1, 2 off, 1, 2 on. Should be less than 60 amperes in 10 seconds. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This isn't really supposed to happen, but let's let it slide for now. Oh, there you go. See? It's less than 60 amperes now. Alright, engine 1 fire test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sound. Engine 2 fire test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Sound. Norm. PA. This. That. This. That. Okay, cockpit door light fault test. Annunciator lights. One here, one there. Alright. Norm, thrust levers idle, parking brake on. Set this to at least auto, 1 above standby. And let's do our MCDU. So constraints, plan, range 20. Alright, take a look at this one. Init, cost index 7. Sorry, clear everything first, 7. At level 310 slash minus 33. Ground temperature, according to what I put here, it's 31. According to Tropo, it's 54800. Flight plan, runway 06. Verda 2 Romeo. So Gonan, Cleana, Tabla, Verde goes to the southwest. Okay, that looks good. If we also take a look at it here, should be good. The chart should look at the same, more or less. Yeah, looks good. Then Alpha 461, I'll insert this first. Alpha 461, San Jose. Whiskey 3 to better. It's better now. Alright, does it look like we're going to the southeast? Because that's right, it is southeast. Better. Alright, check flight plan. It says better from 1 Sierra to Sadi, and then ILS 20. Arrival, ILS 20. Beater 1 Sierra. Approach via, should be Sadi. Okay, let's check. Does it look continuous? Sadi, better. Looks good. We can do the alternate later, that's fine. Secondary, copy active, RPLL. ILS 06 in use, I think. That was the last thing that I saw. Okay, RadNav, it's not a VOR. It's not VOR, so we can skip this. Init B. ISA is, sorry, no, wind is Tango 6, tailwind 6. Block fuel is 4.9er. That's actually, no, let's look at the load sheet first. Look at the load sheet. We get everything here from the load sheet. We do have the final load sheet at no one. So first of all, the fuel is 4.9er. The ZFW here is 61.0 and 32.3. 61.0 and 32.3. 65.7, is that what I have? 65.8, yeah, that's just a minor discrepancy. That's fine. 65.7 is this. 65.8, we calculated higher. We can up with the MAC tow as well, since we're already here, so that we don't have to like look at the checklist for it. 32.3. Okay, calculate. Alright, no changes. So 400, 1 down, 08, 63. 400, 1 down, 0.8, and 63. V1, VR, V2, 45, 45, 45. Okay, good. Prog is RPLL 06. Okay, can you check my work, PM? See if you're satisfied, and I'll do a PA. Ladies and gentlemen from the flight deck, this is your Captain Drew speaking on behalf of the rest of this crew. Welcome aboard AirAsia Philippines Flight 309er, non-stop service from Manila to Iloilo. We'll be pushing back in about 10 minutes. Once we're airborne, today's flight time is 1 hour, cruising at 31,000 feet. We're expecting a smooth ride. It might get a bit bumpy once we start to descend to Iloilo, but of course, don't try to get the seatbelts off when we can, but even if the signs are off, keep your seatbelts on at all times for yours and everyone's safety, and to listen to the cabin crew at all times. For now, just sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight, and of course, we'll get back to you as we get closer into the Iloilo area. Once again, from the flight deck, aboard this Philippines AirAsia flight, welcome aboard. Alright, you're done cross-checking? That's good. Oh, hold on. Cabin, let's say cabin called us. I say, okay, we got 180 passengers, including the 2 infants. Okay, you can go ahead and close doors. Okay, so doors are here. Alright, you ready for glare shield check? Yes, you are? Okay. Set QNH. So, QNH. Each set FD's on. Constraints. Nav. Maybe range 40. VR 1 and 2. Speed dashes, heading VS. I don't have a initial altitude yet, so let's just set it to our cruising. 31,000. 31,000. Set VS dashes. Copy to ground. The oxygen mask test. Mind your ears. Okay, PFD, brightness, ND brightness, loudspeaker. Pressurization page. Landing elevation, auto 150 feet, status aircraft normal. And let's brief after we get our ATC clearance. Okay, so we'll get our ATC clearance, and they say Core 309, you're cleared to Iloilo via Harbor 1 departure, runway 31. Then expect radar vectors Verde. And as filed, maintain 3000 initially. For departure frequency 1211 and squawk 4212. So cleared harbor and if you want vectors Verde 3000 21.412. Read back correct, ground when ready for push. So I'm gonna let PM do all the talking if I had one. Anyway, 1218. Okay, let's review the clearance. First of all, they said harbor runway 31. So flight plan. Sorry, Navigraph. We can change that first. Runway 31. Change that. Okay, select Harbor 1, add to route. Okay. Alright, so flight plan, Manila 31, Harbor, and then insert. Okay, discontinuity is created. There's a discontinuity, so we will not touch that. Unfortunately, Verde has been deleted, so we do need to put Verde somewhere. Let's check. So Verde starts from Tapap. Yeah, Verde and then Tapap, so we gotta do that as well. I hope there's another discontinuity. There we go. Oh, there we go. Verde, discon. Actually, hold on. You want to put erase. You want to put Verde on Tapap so that it sequences down. So put Verde. Put it on Tapap. There you go. Verde, Alpha 461. This should look good now. Yeah, okay. And then insert. So yeah, there's a discontinuity because I do know that Harbor 1 is a radar vector departure. But if we're lucky, we won't even have to go to Harbor. Secondary flight plan. So it's still gonna be the same thing. I mean, I'd rather not touch this because this is what matters is the landing runway 06. Like, it really doesn't matter if the departure is 06 and secondary. You could set it just for kicks, but again. Okay, so when we did the flight plan, they said check takeoff data, so we do have to do perf. Obviously, if it were the same, we would put confirm takeoff data. We do know runway 31 is so much shorter, so we'll go 31. And I believe there is an intersection if we're not going to do a full length departure. So let me just check on that. Okay, 31 from Fox. No, hold on. I'm pretty sure 31 from Fox 5. No, Golf 3, Fox 5. You'd never do a departure from that far up. Okay, 3-1, same figures, intersection data. Let me just add something here. So, runway 31 from Fox 5, which is also Golf 3. So I'll put Fox 5, Golf 3. The tour for that says 1986. So 1986. Okay, there we go. Oh god, Flex 49. Alright, so it has changed. It's let's see. 300, 3 down 0849. So 300. Trims same. 49. And then V1, V2 is 20, 24, 28. 120, 124, 128. And that's confirmed. Good. Prague, RPLL 3-1 now. Okay, what was the clearance? Radar vectors, Verde, runway 31, Harbor 1, maintain 3,000, 3,000, so we'll put 3,000 there. And then squawk 4212. Okay, are you ready to do an amazing short briefing? Alright, so we're taking off from Manila, runway 31, Harbor 1 departure. Or it could be runway heading. Let's chart 10-3 Lima 25 April 25. Same charts. Okay, MSA highest northeast 7,200, call BTA 8,000. Transition altitude is 1,000. Weather, so looking right outside, it looks like it's a great day for flying. No significant weather, no significant clouds. Operational, the secondary is set for runway 06 reland, ILS. We are parked here at Terminal 2, Bay 35. Runway 31 expected now, so Lima facing east. And it's going to be a short taxi, so we'll probably do the flight controls check before we taxi. Runway 31, most likely via Gulf 3, and hotspot 1 because it's a complex intersection. Okay, operational, can you pull out the load sheet please? By the way, while you do that, I will start the APU just so that we can get a faster departure. Sorry about that. Okay, start that APU. Okay, zero fuel weight is 61.0 plus block of 4.9. Gives us a current ramp rate of 65.9 minus taxi 0.2 equals takeoff weight 65.7. Okay, flap tracking schedule, taking off runway 31 from Gulf 3 calculated, flaps 3 down 0.8, flex 49, V1120, VR124, V2128. The thrust reduction acceleration altitude is 840 as per company procedures. So at 840 feet and out of SRS, accelerate through F speed, I'll call flaps 1, through S speed, I'll call flap 0, and we'll accelerate to, it looks like 250 knots below 10,000. Questions, comments, suggestions? None? Alright, then this this departure briefing is complete. Cockpit preparation checklist. Alright, gear prints and covers. Remove fuel quantity. It's 4,090 kilograms balance. Seat belts. On 8 ears. Nav, VARF. QNH 1012. Cockpit preparation checklist complete. Are we ready for push? No, not yet. Solar power on. Avail. Cockpit to ground. Cleared to disconnect external power and confirm no air conditioning units connected. Still connected? Okay. Cleared to disconnect external air carts as well. Also, let's get this jetway off. Okay, the air condition disconnected. I'll also put this on. Okay, doors are closed. Let's get a tug ready. Sorry. Tug, come up here. Okay, well, yeah.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
I did not get the tug to connect, but yeah, we're running at 24 minutes now. So very much possible. Yeah, you can't request push because we're not ready. Oopsie.
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Yeah, I got the nozzle steering disconnect. once they say locking gear, I know they're ready for. I know they're connected. Locking gear.
Locking gear.
There we go. Alright, go ahead and call for push, please. Early ground, Clover 309, request push and start. Pushback clearance. Push approved, and for a startup approved for pushback, call ramp 1288. 1288. Manila ramp it's Colorad 309 here, request push and start. Pushback approved. On Lima face east. Face east. Okay, we have the push and the start clearance, so beacon light on, windows closed, steering disconnect, doors are closed, thrust levers idle, parking brake on. 4-star checklist. Parking brake on, takeoff speed and thrust V1, 120, VR 124, V2 128, flex 49. That was closed. On this weekend on. 4-star checklist complete. Alright, copy the ground. Confirm all doors closed and locked. Alright, clear for pushback on Lima face east. Nose right.
Release parking brakes.
Okay, all doors check closed, brakes released, and off blocks 09. Alright, let me just reset this. So we could have been 2 minutes earlier. 25 minutes. 25 minutes push.
Clear to start engines.
Clear to start engines. Roger. Jumbo selector ignition. No amber crosses. Bleed your left side. Engine 1. Start. God. Huh? Sorry. Engine 2. Start.
Set parking brakes.
Ground speed 0, no movement. Quick set.
Waiting your confirmation for a good engine start.
Roger. Veil, engine mode selector, norm, AP bleed off, AP master off. Okay, pilot monitoring, do your thing, which is arm spoilers, reset rudder trim. Sorry, arm spoilers, reset rudder trim, flaps 3, 1, 2, 3. Fuel pred, CG 30.9. 30.9 more or less. Status of aircraft. Normal copy to ground, clear to disconnect. Where are you?
Cockpit to ground. We have a good engine start. You can disconnect.
Right. And it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while for them to remove it. So.
Unlocking gear.
Wow.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Thank you. Look at look at this person just going rear of the engine, the jet blast. Nothing phases her. Also, why are they coming from the? Why are they going on the right side of the left side? Hand seals and pins received and after start checklist. Anti-ice. Off. Ecam status. Checked. Pitch trim. 30.9%. Trim neutral. After start check complete. It's a short taxi. Let's do a flight control check now. Flight control check. Full up. Full down. Control. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Rudder. Press on this button. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Depress this. Okay, so other person will do their flight control check on the right side. Okay, go ahead and request taxi, please. And they tell us contact ground on 121.8. 121.8. Ground Clover 309, request taxi. And now they say Clover 309, runway 31 at. Let me just check this. Oh shoot, I'm sorry. Runway 31 at Golf 3, taxi via Lima, Golf 3, Ultra 31. Lima, Golf 3, Ultra 31. Clover 309. Alright, it's just straight ahead. We have 2 taxiways to cross, and then the runway is the third to our left. Clear left. You're right. Taxi. On. Parking brake off. Are we moving? Yes, we are. And that is a good time for a brake check. Brake check. Pressure 0. KPM, please give me an initial actions briefing. Okay, take off runway 31 at Golf 3. Harbo 1 departure, 3000 initially. And then could be runway heading on departure or just Harbo and then radar vectors. In any case, we are expecting a left, most likely a left turn for radar vectors direct Verde. Climb blue, nav blue, 1FD2, 3000 blue. Checked. Yeah, no changes to departure. Taxi checklist. Okay. Cabin is ready, sure. Cabin crew, please be seated for the takeoff. This is for the PM. There we go. Yes, go ahead.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for takeoff.
Very good. Yeah, taxi checklist. Flight controls checked. Check lap setting. Config 3. Config 3. We're gonna pick the wind shear. On and auto. Engine will select our norm. ECMMO. Take off. No blue. Taxi checklist complete. All right. Let's increase that thrust and keep on going. And then they say, Core 309 contact tower 1.1.1 Core 309. Okay, and then since we're already moving, I will advise PM to call. Yeah, go ahead and call them ready for departure. So we'll say tower Clover 309er, runway 31 at Golf 3, ready for departure. Alright, Clover 309 tower, winds, whatever the winds are. Harbor 1 departure, runway 31, climb 3000, clear for takeoff. 3000 for takeoff. Okay, stand by. Oh god, where's the signs? There's no signage on this thing. Okay, anyway, strobe lights on, landing lights on. Runway 31, confirm no stop bar, runway clear, approach path clear, and no TCAS traffic. So here it is. Yeah, white markings. Lineup checklist. Take off runway 31 at Golf 3, 31 Golf 3, TCAS, TRA, Apex 1 and 2 on. Lineup checklist complete. Ready? Ready. Alright, take off. So I'm gonna 50% this. Alright. Once I'm on the runway, flex. And that sounds stable. Manflex 49 SRS Auto Thrust Blue. Knots checked. V1, rotate. Positive climb. Gear up. Gear up. Nav checked. Okay, pitch down a bit. Thrust climb, all blue auto thrust. Core 309, contact departure, good day. Switch. Flaps 1, check. Flaps 1. Can see Verde somewhere there. And so yeah, Manila departure, Iloilo, Clover 309, 1700, climbing 3000, Harbor 1. 309, Manila departure, radar contact. Continue climb flight level 200, left heading 210, left heading 210, and flight level 200, Clover 309. Standby, flap 0, speed checked. Flap 0. Disarm, gear up. Okay, set heading 210 first, and pull. So set left a bit, then pull, open climb, all blue heading. And set flight level 200. Speed alt star, pull alt. Two 0,000 blue. Thrust climb, open climb, all blue. As we make our turn towards Verde, I'll put this back to arc. Then maybe range 80. Yeah, range 80 sounds good. Okay, passing 5,000. Let's wings level. Cycle seatbelts. A good day for flying. Where's the airport? Oh, there it is. Okay, so now departure says stand by. There we go. So it's Clover 309, direct Verde. Direct Verde, Clover 309. I would say set direct Verde. Direct Verde insert. Nav direct Verde. And because we're on nav mode, we should climb. Manage climb. Climb. Check. Yeah, son, there we go. Increase the range, 160, there we go. 320, silip lang. Yeah, 160 sounds fine. Okay, passing 10,000, I can turn my autopilot on. 10,000, so PM, landing lights are tracked, seatbelts off, EFIS, airport, terrain on ND off, fix your EFIS, maybe ARC should do ARC, and maybe 160 as well. And read prog. Optimal level 360, max level 384, GPS primary, XC high, check. RPVI 20. There you go. Alright, good. Waiting for 1000. Waiting for 1000. Set standard. Set crash check. Passing flight level 113. Now check. No difference. There we go. So 14 minutes. 5 minutes airborne. 14 minus 5. I think it's a 9-minute taxi, if I'm not mistaken. Because we had to do like the flight control check and just slow taxi and stuff. But we are doing good. I'm showing a total time of 41 minutes now. 41 minutes. As we climb. Well, I'm here. I'm going to set my charts. At least the charts first. Yeah, that doesn't go well with me. Ground charts. Arrival. Runway 20 RNP. There we go. There we go. And of course, you could increase the sim rate, and that would make the flight fast. KHC says contact Manila Control on 1257. So let's say Manila Control, Local Red, 309er, flight level 170, climbing flight level 200. Can you go on flight level 310? Okay, flight level 310 blue. And I'd rather change this to RPVI 20 now because we are inbound. So somewhere around between 80 and 120, like 100 miles to the top percent, I'm gonna start. So the reason why the taxi took long is because there was a lot of the pushback, the disconnect is just takes long. Oh shit. Really? What the heck is this? Can do low auto brakes, max reverse, just so we don't burn the brakes. Alright, I'm going heads down, and I'll prepare for the arrival. Let's get the weather for Calibo. Instead of everything else. Weathering RPVM. Yeah, a company message. Well, if not a company message, then it's weather data. We're gonna use this instead. And for Iloilo. But just in case. You can also get an RPVM. So this is like I'm calling the ops frequency. Okay, this is much better. Okay, Calibo is 0506 28 1011. Okay. 050 at 28 1011. 1011. So yeah, we'll be landing with a tailwind. Extra fuel is 1.7. No. So zero fuel weight 61.0 plus EFOB 2.9. That's gonna be about 63.9. Of course, we are underweight. That's good. 63.9. Okay. Medium auto brake. Medium auto brake, auto thrust. I don't know. Maybe we want to go off. We can go off. Medium auto brakes. Okay, hold on. Ooh, shoot. What's this? I got a high level shear. Alright, let's do the top hat, not a diff strip. Speed out star. Mach. Alt cruise. Okay. Below. For the PM sets this below. Okay, what's our what is this? So it's what's this? Bader Lego Doreg Sadi. Doreg Sadi. Yeah, destination data. And then Sadi does connect to the ILS-20, which let's say that's the approach type in use. So Sadi at 4,500 and then CF20, which is 11.6 miles. FF20 is 5.8 miles. Okay. And then the missed approach is climb runway heading 2,000 and then 5,000. Yeah, 5,000 is the biggest one. I would now also put the what do you call this? The alternate, and we would go back to the flight plan for that one. The alternate will be Big E, runway 03. I don't know where that is. Airport. Big E or BG. And I don't know, maybe it's the ILS-03. I don't have time to like look it up, so it's okay. RadNav, India Oscar 115202. Is that same here? 5202 2000. Yeah, that checks. Prague RPVI 20. Perf. Descent approach. Okay. First of all, let's put the decision altitude of 700. And I do know the transition level is 130, not 115. And let's get the weather again. So the weather again is 0500 at 6 28 1011. 011 28 and 050 at 6. Secondary flight plan, we can plan for the RNP 20. It's fine. RNAV 20. From Sadi again. Perfect. Approach Barrow RNP LNAV VNAV category C 530. Wait, it's just DA. Yeah, it's 530. Okay, can you check my work, please, pilot Monet? Stop staring at the window. Please check my work. And when you're when you're ready, do a briefing. Okay, you ready? All right, ready for briefing. Okay, so charts out first. Okay, so we're arriving Iloilo on the Better 1 Sierra RNP arrival, runway 20. That's chart 10-2 Alpha 4 July 2025, effective 10th July. The transition level is 130. And MSA, 8,600. The BTA is 9,000. Weather, this is just the weather from Calibo, so we do need to be aware with what the weather is really in Iloilo. But so far, if we're just basing it off Calibo, no significant weather. Operational, we've calculated runway 20, medium auto brakes, max reverse config full. We do have a slight tailwind. We expect to maybe go past the bit Echo 2 if we can, and then we'll do this 180 on the runway, Echo 2, and then one of the gates there. Let's call it spot 5, because there's a gate there. All right, and extra fuel is, oh shoot, I'm sorry, I did not brief the ILS. So after better, Jesus Christ, I gotta, okay, after better to go to Sati ILS runway 20, chart 11-1, 4th July 25, effective 10th of July. So localizers, India Oscar 101.5, final approach course 202. Final descent point. Is there a localizer approach here? Hell no, there's none. 5.8 DME India Oscar. It's 2000. Which is 5.8 is also known as Fox 20. Okay, decision altitude Barrow 700 is set, and missed approach, climb runway heading to 2000, and then turn left direct to India Oscar view R, climbing 5000, and hold as instructed by ATC. The holding is on course 359, right turns. Then yeah, weather, no significant weather. Operational, max reverse, medium auto brakes, and config full. To vacate Echo 2 or backtrack somewhere past Echo 2, then enter Echo 2 into the gate, and then secondary is set for RNP 20. Fuel prediction, extra fuel 1.7 tons or 50 minutes. Questions, comments, suggestions? No, then the arrival briefing is complete. I have time to do the PA, so I'll do it now. Sorry, UTC. Yeah, we're about 25 minutes to landing. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, you have controls and comms, because I'm going to do the PA. Ladies and gentlemen from Flight Deck, this is here Captain Drew, or Skyblue speaking on behalf of the rest of the crew. In a few moments, we'll be starting our descent down into the Iloilo area, and we should be arriving at about 10 minutes past the next hour. Cabin crew, we are 20 minutes to landing. The weather information in Iloilo right now. Okay, so as it stands, it's a great day for flying. Great visibility, some clouds, and the wind is coming from the northeast. And no significant clouds, of course. Great day for flying. We'd like to thank you for choosing AirAsia Philippines as your airline of choice heading into Iloilo. Whether you're transiting through your final destination is Iloilo, we wish you a safe and pleasant journey all the same. For now, just sit back, relax, enjoy the rest of the flight, and hope to see you in another AirAsia flight. Until then, we'll see ya. I have controls, you have comms. Get that company message, please. Okay, I'm delayed for 29 minutes, so could you take care of that? Alright, so I'm looking at the top of descent. Okay, HC says when cleared better 1 Sierra, when ready, descend and maintain flight level 200. So I'm gonna put flight level 200. Flight level 200 blue. Once I'm closer to the top of the descent, like I don't know, like this is like 2.5 miles. These tick marks here, I'm gonna start that. Okay. 0027. Alright. Can also remove that. Okay, there we go. Now we can push. Thrust. Sorry, speed, descent, all blue. The thrust idle comes later. Alright, get that company message again. It's probably the ADC. But let's not take any chances. Oh, 29 minutes, I'm sorry. Okay. Thrust idle. There we go. Please look at the ATIS again. Sorry, the ATIS, the ATSU, ADC received. What happened? Okay, descend, maintain 10,000. Flight level 100 blue. Okay, hold on. Potential red flag. I'm hitting the top of the econ speed, and it looks like my VDEV is slightly maybe going down. Yeah, we're a bit over. Yeah, okay, I think we are well, let's see. We're significantly going over. We need the speed to get back to 260, so I'm gonna do like maybe 1/4 speed brakes first, and then have speed brake kind of situation. Range 40. $20 above. Can crew please prepare the cabin for arrival? Ding. Ding, ding, ding. Alright, let's do a DME ×3 check. First off, landing elevation is 150. Yeah, that's very negligible. 57 × 3, 117. Sorry, × 3, 18. And 168. We are 300 feet below. Actually, you're still on profile. Okay, retract speed brakes. We're still on profile. We're good, we're good, we're good. And it says the center maintain 9,000. And then let's see. I'm gonna give a surprise. Surprise! Okay, ATC says leave better heading 140. Expect radar vectors ILS 20. Okay, so first off, don't panic. It's organic. Okay. Set QNH. QNH set. Cross check passing 12,700 now. Difference. Okay, leave. Better heading 140. Sorry, I said 140. So we gotta do open descent. And heading. Okay, so direct distance. I'm 20 miles the VOR. 20 times 3 6,000. Obviously, that's not gonna work out for me. So I don't expect the landing right now. But in case I had to expedite, I would do 1/2 speed brakes. And ATC says descend and maintain 6,000. Okay, so I can either order PM to sequence my flight plan, or I can do it myself. In this case, I will probably get it from SATI at do we have the LS on? Yes, SATI at 022. Okay, direct SATI radial in is 022. And stand by. Let me just check if I put the right thing. Yeah, there's a answer line here. Ready to pull? I am ready to pull. Insert, and pull. There we go. Alright, we'll do 1/2 speed brake so we can get down faster. 10 above, approach checklist. Lights on. Constraints. LS. Terrain on ND. Actually, yeah, 6,000 blue terrain. I should put ND on. Okay. First checklist. RF QNH 1011. Seatbelts on. Minimum. Barra 700. Auto brake medium. Engine mode selector. No approach checklist complete. Alright, let's go closer. And they said descend and maintain 3,000. Oh crap. 3,000 blue. Okay, there we go. I might see the airport, but I think he's gonna give us a downwind heading. Set radar vectors. So this okay, Kilo 309, turn left heading 020, left heading 020, okay. So okay, 020 set. Okay. We're 5 miles to the right, 1,507. Yeah, we can decrease the descent rate. Speed VS. You don't need that much. Okay, track adjustment, turn 5 degrees right. 5 degrees right is 025. At 5 above. Cabin crew, please be seated for the landing. Chuckaroo. So I know I'm 5 miles from the center line, indicated by 5.0 right. I know CF20 is 10 miles, so 10 plus 15 is 15. So I should be at 4,500 when commencing the turn, but I do know I'm low. Also, I'll activate the approach phase now. Or, sorry, PM, please activate the approach phase. So it should be undone on the other one. Okay, turn right heading 110. ETC said. And it looks like we won't get to SATI, but we could go to center fix 20. So I'd say, okay, direct CF20 radial in. Direct CF20 radial in 022. And ready to pull. Insert, pull. Okay. Flaps 1. Check. Flaps 1.
Hi, Captain. The cabin is now secure for landing.
Thank you. Okay, HC says turn right heading 170 and we're cleared for the ILS runway 20, port established. Okay, India Oscar identified, normal sensing cleared ILS 20, approach after Glasgow Blue Low Cat Dual AP1+2, Lokestar. Alt star. Alt. Loc. Okay, 1 dot below. Flaps 2. Speed check. Flaps 2. Glad slope star. Set missed approach altitude. That's 5,000. 5,000 blue. Glad slope star, if I haven't said it already. Range 10. Glide slope. Alright, gear down.
2,500.
Down. Ready to tell me they're live. Check. Arm, spoilers. Nose light taxi first. We're not clear to land yet. Now, just for purposes, I am going to be landing with the tail end, just for demonstration purposes. But I would have... Again, there's no ATIS or no METAR for this. Flaps 3. Check. Flaps 3. Flaps full. Speed check. Flaps full. Landing checklist. Camo. Landing no blue. Complete. And let's say ATC has cleared us to land. So now that means nose light takeoff. Here we go. Disconnecting autopilot. Manual flight. Cat 1. Okay, disconnecting autopilot, manual flight. Oh, hold on, let's stabilize. Okay, 40, 50. Auto thrust off. Whoop. Shit, I can't see. I cannot see clearly. Alright, there we go. Up. Sync rate correcting. Scanning. Speed. Speed trend increasing thrust.
100 above.
The heck is up with this wind? Alright, I'm looking
Minimum.
outside. Continue. Speed. Scanning. Runway as well.
400.
Speed.
300.
Power adjustments. I'm not changing the power too much yet. Okay, 3 reds. Alright, we should be stable now. Decreasing the power, just no, not decreasing the power, making it stay. We're still like 49, 50%. Oh, that's low. Yeah, right.
50, 40, 30, 20.
Okay.
Retard.
Metal.
5.
Okay, 70 knots. I go reverse idle. We're not gonna stop. We just have to turn around. Forward idle. Manual braking. Okay, good. 25 degrees to the left. 5, 10, 21. Heading 175. Okay. 5 knots and turn right. Let's go. If I'm stopping, straighten a bit. Add thrust, add thrust. There we go. 180 completed. That was fun. Once we're vacated off the runway, we'll do our flows. Can taxi as slow as we want to once we are vacated, but now we just got to pick it up. How's our brakes? Our brakes is all good. Not bad. Okay, thrust reverse idle. $10 knots. Okay, it's taxi slow because I gotta do everything by myself. Disarm spoilers, PF strobe lights auto, landing lights attract, and nose light taxi. Okay, PM, let's slow down for a bit. Weather off, wind shear off, flaps 0. Stand by on TCAS, and ND, and start APU. PF calls for after landing checklist. Checklist. Return predictive wind shear off after landing checklist complete. Alright, GSX, give me a gate. Hold on. Spot 5. Spot 5 should be good. Okay, there we go. Marshaller. I see him. And it looks like the brakes didn't burn, so we don't have to turn the brake fan on. Ooh, 1 hour, nice. So it's an hour and a half for a flight like that. Why are you off center? Brake on. Fuel bleed on. Engine 1 and 2 off. Seatbelts off. PM. Pumps off. PM. Squawk 2000. Data, position monitor, should not be more than 5. Okay, PF observes no slides armed on any door except the emergency exits. Beacon light off. Jetways can come in.
Boarding requested.
PM checks fuel, logs fuel. And then we get a call from the ground crew. Ground cockpit, check set, welcome. Let me say cockpit ground, roger. Wait, are the chocks really set though? Yeah, okay. Brakes released, nil defects, and on blocks 1, 2. Roger, and solar power on. Request the air conditioning cart. Alright. Alright, parking checklist. First of all, let's stop the timer. Parking breaker chocks, brakes off, chocks set. Engines off. Wing lights off, fuel pumps off. Parking checklist complete. And what does this latest message have to say? There's 2 arrival messages, that way they come in pairs. 34. Okay. Well, that's pretty much the flight from Manila to Iloilo as I would have imagined and handled it. Thank you for watching.